Good afternoon and welcome to the Windsor Star's Net News at Noon. I'm Craig Pearson with Don McArthur, bringing you the best from the paper and the web. Breaking this morning, Canadian-born actor Corey Haim, 38, a teen heartthrob in the 80s for such movies as Lost Boys, was found dead in Los Angeles this morning of a suspected accidental overdose.
In another breaking news, folks, I just hit click on the breaking news alert right now. Make sure you sign up for that on the website. But 3 members of the Windsor Wildcats hockey team that were involved in that fatal 2005 bus crash in New York have secured a court settlement, $2.25 million to coach Jason Mayu, and 2 players. We're going to have a lot more on that. Sarah Kelly is digging into it right now in tomorrow's paper. Make sure you check it out.
The number of visible minorities in Windsor and across the country is going up. Visible minorities should make up a third of the Windsor population by 2031, according to Statistics Canada, which would put us 6th on the list at that time. Although, as I understand it, we're 4th on the list now. Anyway.
Some other communities might catch up.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. Anyway, embattled surgeon Dr. Barbara Hartwell is going to be at a hearing today at the hospital, Hotel du Grace. She had her hospital privileges revoked after some reports surfaced about mistaken mastectomy. She has applied for reinstatement. There's going to be a hearing today. We're going to be on this. Our health reporter, Sonia Puzik, is going to be there. And we're going to have the full story for you, all the details just as soon as we can. And make sure you check it out. This is a very, very hot issue in this community and across the province right now. Several probes have been launched.
The community came through for Haiti last night at the Kobodo Club. More than $30,000 for Frank Chauvin's orphanage in that country that was rocked by an earthquake in January was raised. There's going to be a fundraiser today at the Teutonia Club.
Okay, folks, and I did forget, our sort of poll question of the day is about Dr. Barbara Hartwell and what you guys think should happen with her hospital privileges. And so far, up to about noonish today, it is 2/3 of you, about 63% say no, she shouldn't have her privileges restored. So make sure you guys vote. We want to hear it. And this is a stat story out of Australia. We have some video of this online, courtesy of an Australian TV network. But a 35-year-old Canadian man in Australia confined to a wheelchair, savagely set upon by some Australian teens, stomped and hit with metal bars, kind of outraged the world. We have it online. Make sure you check it out. Boom.
And the man accused of shooting OPP officer Vu Pham once lived in the same community as the officer. It's a community of Sunridge, about 300 kilometers north of Toronto. The pair met on a road in Ledbury on Monday, and Pham was killed, and Fred Preston was critically wounded. Today is always a fun day for us because we have the food page, which means we can bring on Windsor Star food dude Ted Whipp to tell us what we should be eating. And I guess you're talking about bakeries today.
Small neighborhood bakeries that do a lot of things. They have specialty items, gluten-free, sugar-free.
Yeah.
They can provide no preservative breads, all natural. Some pretty tasty items.
You know, I was at the Arnone Bakery just today on Howard.
Yes.
That sort of falls into what you're talking about.
Exactly. Neighborhood bakery doing excellent things.
What do you think is the sort of joy of a neighborhood bakery?
Man, I'd love to live next to one. The smell would be so wonderful to wake up to every morning. And really, it's the taste and the texture. You get breads that you just can't get from supermarkets, from main large bakeries.
When you go into a bakery, what do you order?
I want to ask, what's the freshest on the shelf right now?
Really? And so you take that sort of.
That's what I'll take.
I always go for the chocolate croissant. Don?
Actually, I'm on a low-carb thing, P90X, so check with me in 90 days. Maybe I'll hit up these neighborhood bakeries.
We brought in some gluten-free biscottis, and they just went wild.
Wait a sec.
That's
in the past tense?
That's
Where
right.
was I? Anyway, that's great. Thanks a lot for coming on.
You.
Okay, folks, make sure you check back later in the day on the Hotel Du press conference, that whole thing. We're going to be on it online and on your porch. We're the Windsor Star.